The curtains have finally been lifted after teasers and much hype and anticipation. Both the S22 Plus and S22 are finally official. Picking up the baton from what the S21 and S21 Plus started and left off, how well did the S22 Plus and S22 stack up? Hi, Ben from SamMobile. If you enjoy new and exclusive videos like this, then be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos on YouTube with SamMobile TV. Here is our super quick hands-on with the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus and Galaxy S22. Both the S22 Plus and S22 come in 4 colors: Phantom Black, Phantom White, Pink Gold, and Green. The standout color for me personally is the green color. Samsung are using top tier materials for the construction for both models, with the use of armor aluminium for the metal frame, which is a first for the Galaxy S series, and also Corning Gorilla Glass Victus Plus for the front and back. The design language for both models really follow a much more refined and minor evolution from the S21 series, which is something I'm personally glad to see, with how the rear camera module blends so well into the frame of the phone, which takes a more bold look and is still a standout and unique look. I'm happy to see that Samsung not only maintains and keeps the matte frosted finish across all the colors, but to the touch, not only does it feel more comfortable in the hand, but the matte finish, especially at the back, feels even more premium. What's an even bigger win in feeling more premium is that the S22 does away with the use of plastic for the rear panel from the previous S21 and also enjoys the high quality Victus Plus glass, just like the S22 Plus. The S22 Plus and S22 are both using a new dynamic AMOLED 2X display with a full high definition plus resolution with an LTPO adaptive refresh rate panel that goes as low as 10 Hz and can scale up to 120 Hz. This newer LTPO panel is said to have a smoother and also a faster rate of adapting and changing refresh rates between the range it operates. Considering the fact the devices being used for these hands-ons are not fully set up with apps, email, and profile logins, the display in terms of smoothness and response feels very good. Peak maximum brightness has also increased to 1750 nits and a 240 Hz touch sampling rate as well when gaming. The screen size of the S22 is now at 6.1 inches and the S22 Plus is now at 6.6 inches. In terms of the specs and the performance, both the S22 Plus and S22 come in 2 different configurations, which are all powered by the Exynos 2200 4nm system on a chip with 5G here in the UK and Europe. The base configuration comes with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, followed by 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. You get Wi-Fi 6E only on the S22 Plus, whereas the S22 gets Wi-Fi 6, but both do support Bluetooth 5.2. Naturally speaking, when it comes to the specs, we should expect nothing but great performance using both the S22 Plus and S22 day to day, but we'll have a better judgment once we actually have a chance to properly use it beyond this very restricted hands-on session. The camera hardware for both the S22 Plus and S22 see the biggest and newest changes. The S22 Plus and S22 are using a triple rear camera setup backed with a single selfie at the front. The main rear camera is an all-new 50 megapixel sensor with dual pixel autofocus at f1.8 aperture with OIS, followed by a 12 megapixel ultra-wide lens with an f2.2 aperture using a 120-degree field of view, and then a true 10 megapixel 3x optical zoom with an f2.4 aperture and OIS, and lastly a 10 megapixel front camera with an f2.2 aperture. More fine details on the camera performance will be done once we have a full working retail model of both the S22 Plus and S22 in the studio, all set up and working. But this time around, Samsung are really focusing on the improved nighttime and low light capture ability of the S22, all focused around their nightography branding. Nightography is also set to introduce a much more improved ability to capture videos in low light, thanks to AI optimizations from the NPU and ISP of the new 4nm system on a chip inside. Hoping again this is not all just marketing. How well this will fare is of course yet to be seen, but we're going to be optimistic and hope that it hopefully lives up to all the claims and expectations set before it. Out of the box, the S22 Plus and S22 are running Android 12, but now with One UI 4.1. We did ask Samsung in regards to what new features, refinements, or improvements have made its way to the S22 series with One UI 4.1, but we've yet to receive an answer, so we'll have to wait and see what our findings will be once we have the devices in studio all set up and working. If there is anything to go by based on our initial impressions now and also our extended time with One UI 4 previously, then it looks like all the core features and benefits of One UI 4 are here. In terms of the battery and charging experience, the S22 Plus is packing a 4,500 mAh battery with support for 45 watt super fast wired charging, while the S22 is packing a 3,700 mAh battery with 25 watt wired charging. Both do support 15 watt wireless charging and wireless power share. As expected, there will be no included charger in the box, meaning you will have to purchase the new 45 watt fast charging separately to experience maximum charging speeds for the S22 Plus and 25 watts for the S22. This is a decent size reduction compared to the previous models. Although I can't give a full verdict on the battery life experience here and now, we have to hope we are at least getting the same battery life as before, hopefully thanks to optimizations of the internal specs, display, and software. All fingers crossed. Pricing of the S22 Plus starts at £949 and £999. The S22 starts at £769 and £899 respectively for both configs. If that sounds familiar and the same as before, then you are not wrong, because that's exactly the case. This is especially an even bigger win for the smaller 6.1-inch S22, which gains more premium materials and all of the above mentioned improvements to things like the camera and internal specs. One might say the concern of buying the S21 FE so close to the now official S22 is even more justified thanks to the £69 price difference. Do you share the same thoughts as us? Let us know what you think of the S22 Plus and S22 in the comment section below. For the latest news in the world of Samsung Daily, be sure to visit us at SamMobile.com. And for the latest videos on YouTube with SamMobile TV, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and we will see you next time.